Welcome back. So the South African Depression and Anxiety Group, in association with the Heinrich Böll Foundation, Section 27, and the Life Esidimeni Family Committee, are today launching the book, Life Esidimeni, Portraits of Lives Lost, at the Nelson Mandela Foundation in Houghton. The book offers the telling and personal experiences of the families and loved ones affected by the tragedy. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is in Houghton and joins us now live ahead of the book launch. Katleho, good morning to you. You know, I think certainly as we think back to the Life Esidimeni saga, I think let's rather call it that, you think about some of the individual stories, and to say they were harrowing, I think, is an understatement. And we're reminded of some of those stories through what's happening at the Nelson Mandela Foundation this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Naledi. Indeed, chilling and heartbreaking are some of the words to describe the incident in which claimed the lives of 144 patients. And we know the Life Esidimeni tragedy taking place late 2015 into 2016, leaving so many families without answers to their questions as to what really happened. And so the book that is being launched today here, Life Esidimeni, Portraits of Lives Lost, written by Harriet Perlman and Mark Lewis, really trying to capture the personal narratives of the lives lost as well as the families affected. So, Naledi, I just want to show you briefly behind me just some of the images, the pictures here, which depict the lives lost as well as the loved ones, holding in many of the portraits, holding the pictures of their loved ones. And now we know in the background of this story, just recently we heard the judgment by Judge Katleho finding the deaths of 9 people moved from Life Esidimeni facilities to understaffed and ill-equipped NGOs was due to negligence caused by former health MEC Qedani Mahlangu as well as Dr. Magapo Manamela. But just to get the sentiments of one of the victims here, and also a committee member, family committee member, I do have with me Christine, just to give us a sense of what will happen during this launch. Christine, thank you for your time. It's been years since the tragedy, and now today you're launching this book. Can you just tell us what is this book about, and why was it important that it be published?
Thank you for having us. It's been 8 years actually. On the 15th of August, my sister actually took her last breath. The reason why we did this book and why it was important to tell the stories is the narrative that was given at the time to say that loved ones or the patients did not have loved ones, or the loved ones didn't care, or they were not taken care of, etc. So for us, this is telling the other side. It's basically to dispel the myths that came out during that period, to say that these people were loved, they were cared for, and just to get into a Life Esidimeni was a process in itself. So you knew that that person was loved because the time it would take to actually get them to a Life Esidimeni or even be accepted at a Life Esidimeni was a process in itself. So there's no ways it could have been that they're not loved. So that's basically what we're trying to dispel, and to just tell the personal story of each individual, and their families.
Absolutely. All right, we'll leave it there for now. Certainly we'll hear more details during the book launch, which is taking place in just a few minutes. So, Naledi, there a personal recount of the lives lost as well as the families affected in that tragedy.